Hi, I'm Tess Arnaud, Reading Specialist, and we're going to talk about Letters Alive. Each time you use any of the programs within the Letters Alive suite, you're going to need your USB drive. So we're going to start off by inserting that. Now you may get a pop-up that calls for the autoplay. You're going to close that and double-click on the Letters Alive shortcut that's on your desktop. It will bring up the main menu. Now today we're working in Letters Alive, so you're going to click on that. Now as that loads, we'll wait just a few seconds to let it get started. Now that we have Letters Alive open, you're ready to start with the cards. When you're using the cards in animal mode, they track under the camera the same. So place the card just above the mat until the animal tracks. When you're done, you can place it on the mat. Let's talk about the buttons in animal mode. As usual, that red button changes the card from animal mode to letter mode and back. The yellow button will not have a function in animal mode because there's no uppercase and lowercase of an animal. The green button, horse, will say the animal name. The purple button gives the sound the animal makes, and the blue button,
Henry, horse,
tells us the character name of the animal that's in the short stories within the lesson plans. You can use keyboard shortcuts with just one animal on the mat using the top row of keys on your keyboard. You'll find the keyboard shortcuts within the Quick Start Guide, and you can put that next to your keyboard until you're comfortable with those keyboard shortcuts. So number one, we'll do the red button and change it from animal mode to letter mode. Number two does not do the yellow button because there's no uppercase and lowercase for animal mode. Number three is the green button,
horse,
gives the animal name. Number four, the purple button, gives the sound the animal makes. And number five,
Henry, horse,
gives the character name as well. Now we're going to talk about the keyboard shortcuts for letter mode. So I'm going to take Henry Horse off, and I'm going to add the letter A. So now we have Amos here. We're going to change Amos into letter mode. Let's talk about the keyboard shortcut buttons. First of all, number one works with the red button and changes it from animal mode to letter mode. We're going to talk about letter mode. Number two makes the yellow button function, changing it from uppercase to lowercase. Three works with the green button,
the letter A.
It gives the letter name. Four works with the purple button,
A.
It gives the long vowel sound. Five works with the blue button,
A,
and gives the short vowel sound. When the cards are in animal mode, you can also use the video card at that same time. You're going to place the video card on the upper right-hand part of the mat so that when you lift the card, it doesn't interfere with the camera seeing that video card. You can lift the card up so that you get a larger image. It will still turn because it is still a three-dimensional image that appears above the card. This is a great way to bring in those science curriculum topics and for kids to see the real animal in its natural habitat. When you're done playing the video, simply remove that video card and the animal comes back. Let's do some sentence building with Henry now that he's in animal mode. First of all, you're going to use one animal card each time you build a sentence and 3 of the adult sight words for a total of 4 cards on the mat. You'll start off by tracking those vocabulary cards and placing them within the boxes. And then we'll slide Henry in next to the. We'll add another vocabulary word for can. And you can add action and color words along with the other vocabulary words. So we'll have the horse can eat.
Eat.
And you'll see that there are 4 cards, 3 vocabulary, 1 animal card. The capital letter shows and the punctuation shows because we have a complete sentence. Once we have a complete sentence built, you'll notice the animal will react to either the action or the color cards in the sentence. The green button,
The horse can eat.
reads the sentence back so students can confirm they have indeed built the sentence they expected to build. You can change those action cards by having that the horse can swim. And Henry shakes his head yes. If they do not do the action, they'll shake their head yes, they can do it, or no, they cannot. So we can put the horse can
Fly.
fly, and Henry will say no, he cannot fly because he's a horse and horses don't fly. This is a great way to talk about comprehension within your lessons because even though it's a complete sentence, he tells us no, he cannot fly because that doesn't make sense. You can also talk about colors and use the color cards with your sentence building. You will still use 3 of the sight words or the vocabulary cards along with 1 animal card when you're using the color cards because it takes all 4 cards to build a complete sentence. So let's bring up Celine Cow. You track the card just a little bit above the mat, and again you can start building those sentences. This builds that 1-to-1 matching because you have 1 word for each card, and it builds the left to right because you can build those sentences from left to right. So we see that Celine is black and white, but if we add the white card, Celine is all white. And again, we can change out those color cards. We could make her all brown. Or we could make her all black. Once you have a complete sentence, that green button always reads the sentence back.
The cow is black.
And you have the sentence read back so those auditory learners hear it, our visual learners see it, and our kinesthetic learners are doing the card changes. We can even have some fun with it and make Celine green. Each one of the animals will react to the color and action words in the sentence building. Each time you have a complete sentence, you'll have it read back to you. You can also rearrange the cards and create a question at this point. If you lose tracking because you pull it out and rearrange it, simply hold it under the camera until it retracts. So we now have, is the cow green? The sentence reads back.
Is the cow green?
And you have the question mark. If for some reason you think you have a sentence, but you have no punctuation and the animal doesn't react to the card, you might check to see if perhaps there's some incorrect card placement. All you have to do is fix it up. If you lose tracking on an animal, hold it underneath that camera until it comes back. And you'll see that you have the punctuation, the animal reacts to the card, and the green button.
Is the cow green?
Reads the sentence back. These are the functions for the cards within animal mode and for sentence building. This is a great opportunity for you to now practice using Letters Alive so you're ready to have fun with it in your own classroom. When you're finished building sentences or using the Letters Alive program, press Escape. It'll bring you back to the main menu, and if you're finished, you can close Letters Alive or move to another program within the Letters Alive suite. Hope you've enjoyed our Letters Alive training.